Hey guys, welcome back to the Girl Show. Today we're gonna have the Keycia, and she's gonna be talking about her daddy issues. Let's please welcome her to the stage. Hey girl. So let's talk.
Just talk.
What's up with these daddy issues?
I just have daddy issues.
Okay, let's start at the root.
Okay, the root.
Yeah, the root.
Like our history.
Yeah, give me just a little bit of background. Yeah, a little bit of background.
So my mom and dad wasn't in the house together. I guess they broke up when I don't remember. I don't have no memories of him until I was like 5. So my grandma used to take me to Atlanta to see him, or he used to come to her house to see me sometimes. Then as I got older, I just used to be like, dang, I used to be sad when he leave. Like I knew what was going on. Like he stayed in Atlanta, I stayed here, but I just was always like sad. And it's crazy because as young as I was, I never told nobody. Mm-hmm. Like 5 years old, my daddy gone, and I go to him and I cry. I wipe my face like nothing happened because I didn't know, how to express myself or. So then I fast forward to when I was like 14, he got with this woman that I'm still close with now. And she wasn't with you finna date me and not be your child. Okay. So we kind of got close. He started getting me. He wasn't worried about child support, which he still was on until I graduated high school. Mm-hmm. So he still was doing for me. We got close. Then as I got older, like grown, 18, 21, 23, I started being verbal with him. Like, I want that daddy-daughter relationship.
So was you getting disrespectful?
Yeah.
Ooh!
I did. Like.
So what's some of the things you want to say to your daddy? Yeah, tell me what you used to say to your daddy.
Nigga, why you ain't been around? Like, it was disrespectful. Because that's how my mom treated him. My grandma talked, not his mom, but, my side of the family. He this and that. He a deadbeat. He don't do this. He did. She called and asked him for that. He did. He hung up in the. That's all I heard. Bad, 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 bad. So did that poison your mind about your daddy though? It did. It wasn't true. I don't. You getting kind of quiet over there now. It's like you. This is an example. Okay. You still gotta answer my question though, by the way. I'm gonna answer your question, but I'm gonna try to answer it with an example. Okay. You put your baby daddy on child support. This man paying $500-$600 a month. Mm-hmm. He just paid on the 15th. That child is calling you on the 16th saying, "Daddy, can I get some shoes?" And he's like, "No, I just paid child support, this and that." You gonna feel like, dang, my daddy don't love me. My daddy don't want to spend no money. Whole time your mama banking and not doing what she need to do with the child support. So that's why I said I feel like that's how it kind of poisoned me in a way. So you will admit that it was poison? It was. Did your daddy like your mama? No, he don't like her. See they don't like each other. That plays a part. They hate each other. Ooh, not hate, girl. Not hate. And I feel like I just gotta be real. I feel like he don't like me because he don't like her. Mm-hmm. If there was a woman he respected, loved, cared for, he would love the child. But you know what? It's so ironic that you said that. And I'm going to play devil's advocate for a minute. Because I do believe that if a man loves the woman and he cares for her and they maybe had a relationship, that child get treated differently from one that was maybe came from a one night stand or someone he was just messing with or, fooling around with. And people don't want to admit that. But I'm a realist and that is very true. So for you to admit that as a grown woman, that's very true. And the only child. Hold on. You're his only child and he's sorry. I am 20. Well, that's not father sorry. Did he pay his child support? He paid his child support. It wasn't ever late. I don't know if it was late. I know he paid it. So he wasn't. No. I'm gonna be real. He paid his child support. I deal with her. Okay. Your daddy owed this, and he ain't sent. If he was late, it's because he didn't have the money. So you missed out on the physical aspect of the mental, emotional, and physical. Now I don't want to leave out like I remember he taught me how to swim, but it was all how he treated me. Let me say that. He treated me like it was always a lecture. It was always a talk. Yeah. Tie your shoe. Go clean here. Stop buying your nails. You just like your mama. You gonna be. Now that I'm grown, he was trying to stop me from being like the women in his life that he didn't like so bad that it did the opposite. Mm-hmm. Like it turned me against you. So now I'm just like these women. Now that I'm a grown woman, now you don't like me.
So what were some of the things you wanted from your father growing up?
Daddy, daughter, dad. Mm-hmm. I seen all the little girls dressing up. They daddy got them on their neck. I'm like, where my daddy? Mm-hmm. Oh, my mama didn't cuss them out and block them. We didn't move here, move there. Like, where my daddy? Then every time I used to try to reach out, he used to say, like, I do those things. Like, no, you don't. So when I got older, like I said, it got more disrespect because I've been telling you this all these years and you. So then when I got grown, I didn't snap on you. Now you don't want to talk to me no more.
So do you resent your mom? Because you just said, like, she'll block him, and people don't understand when you have a child with someone, you have to keep that line of communication open. You have to be able to separate your feelings from the partner because you have a child together. So do you have a resentment towards your mom?
I got resentment towards both of them. Mm-hmm. Because when I'm with him, when I was with him, he talking about her. Mm-hmm. When I'm with her, she talk about him.
Just toxic.
They
must still love each other.
No, they don't. I don't think they do. Because I think it be real.
No, because sometimes they say, you ever heard of the love-hate relationship thing? Like, you hate a person so bad, you really love them. So you mean that? I don't know. It's not a given we love each other. And the fact that your dad never had any more kids, that's not simple to me. She scarred him for life. That baby mama.
But I will say, we got into our last argument. Mm. I was disrespectful, So he didn't want to deal with me no more. Mm. It was 2023. I reached out to him maybe like 2 days ago. And I'm like, hey, I don't want something to happen to me, something to happen to you, and I didn't get any closure. You didn't get any closure. Let's talk. Nobody's around. It's me and you. He told me straight up, family don't mean anything to me. The word daughter, I don't give a. It's just a word. Like, you and your mama, you chose team mama. You didn't never. This man told me I never defended him. My mama used to do this and do that. I said,
but you're a child. I'm a child.
He said, you're grown now. You have your own kids. So take what I did teach you and live your life. And
so now that you have your own children, boy, girl, both.
Boy, girl.
Okay, so as the aspect for your daughter, what necessary precautions did you take to make sure she doesn't have a dad like you had? How was your dating era growing up?
With my dating era with my baby dad.
With your baby dad.
So I just made sure that I liked how he treated me first before I decided, okay, yes, I'm gonna have your kid. Okay. I had to see how you were with other people's kids. It could be your niece, your nephew, a cousin, a stranger child. Mm-hmm. That's one thing that stood out to me about my baby dad. Like, he loved children. So regardless of what I do to you, is it still family over everything? And it is. No matter what we go through, he take care of his kids. Not even take care of them, like he's around, he's there.
That's good.
It's the complete opposite of my dad. But I will say, to talk about the daddy issues, if I didn't have daddy issues or think it's okay for a man to walk in and out your life or talk, you know what I'm saying? I would have walked away from a lot of relationships. Because I'd be like, this is not how a man supposed to talk to a woman. This is not what you don't cheat on me and then go buy me flowers and now we're back in love. No. I got more respect for myself. Like, I have my dad. Mm. When you don't have your dad, you're going to go for anything. Right. This is how I feel.
Right, and that's so true.
If you don't have your mama, this is like with a man. Mm-hmm. If a man doesn't have his mother in his life, the men that was raised by their grandma, they go, look what kind of women they with. Yep. Look what they do. Yep. So, it's like the same thing.
So this chapter is closed for you with your dad?
I'm done, yeah. So to sum it up, we got into an argument. We cussed each other out.
Why is you cursing your daddy?
Because that's how and people always say that, like, how do you talk to your parent like that? That's your dad. Y'all just don't know. You should see how he talk to me. It's not like a normal conversation. I'm like, blah, blah, beep, beep. No, it's like.
So who's starting the cursing first, though? You cursing him out first, or he cursing you out first? It don't matter, but I just.
We both curse when we talk. Mm-hmm. That's the toxic. We both curse when we talk. He cursed me out first. He said, "You know what? Fuck you." Oh, so at that point, I'm like, "Oh, you ain't my daddy no more." Like, I'm finna get okay. You want to get on that? Let's get on that.
Oh no, that's too toxic.
It is, but like I said, as of 2 days ago, I tried to talk to him, and he was like, "No, I don't care about family. It's just a word. I don't care. I don't want a relationship with you. I don't want you. I even apologize. I don't want your apologies. I don't care." Like,
you don't want any of that. So how did that make you feel?
At first, it felt like somebody reached in my chest and snatched it out and threw my heart on the floor. Like, I was crying. I couldn't breathe. My mother-in-law was like, "What happened? Who were you on the phone?" And she was like, I was like, "My dad." She was like, "Well, did y'all get anywhere?" And I'm like, oh, I feel worse than I felt when he ain't talked to me in 2 years. I should have just left him alone. But I'm glad I did my part and reached out. So I feel like I have closure. I'm not confused. I don't feel like, oh, I wish I had my daddy. My daddy said, "Fuck you. I ain't your daddy. And I live without your daddy." So that's what I'm saying. I created a family now. I'm still with my boyfriend, my kid's father. I have a daughter and a son. Going on like 6 years, so that's what I'm focused on. That's what you're focused on. Can't let that.
And has anybody from your dad's side of the family ever tried to step in?
So his mom is deceased. The stepdaddy is deceased. His biological daddy did him how he's doing me. And I told him that before we hung up. I said, "So you're gonna be like how I was with your daddy." I said, "I didn't know that my granddaddy was my step granddaddy too. I was like 17. Mm-hmm. I said, so my kids grow up, they think this man that's in their life now, their grandpappy, that's what they call him. Then when they get older, they're going to be like, oh, so this is my grandpappy?" He said, yeah, pretty much. It's going to be like that. Oh, that was it for me.
So he doesn't want any relationship with you, his grandkids, or anything? Just sorry.
And I think he was waiting on the day for me to cuss him out, or not even just curse him out for me. I think he was waiting on the reason, for real. I think he was waiting, like, I can't wait till she get 18 and I'm done with this child support, and she just.
So has he been there any time in your life, any events, high school graduation, middle school graduation, the birthday of your kids, as you can recall? Has he ever been there? Has he ever been a daddy? I
think he came to. I used to play soccer. I played a lot of sports, so played soccer for a little while. He used to come to the games. Of course, he was in it because I'm his daughter. I'm the only child. He don't have a son. Oh, this little girl want to play soccer. I'm finna, it was like how men are with their sons who play football. Mm-hmm. So that was the thing. But I feel like that was for him. You didn't, because you was talking to me crazy. I think you gotta do that. You gotta do that. Like, hey, do you like me? Do you love me? But okay, so he showed up to a few soccer games. He came by when I went to prom, and I think he did come to my graduation. Yeah. So he's not like a deadbeat.
He just could have been better. He could have been better physically and mentally and emotionally, and that's what counts.
He just treat me like a regular person on the street. In the grocery store, and I see him, he don't say nothing. If I'm walking out and he walking in, he don't smile, he don't cry, it's nothing. So how you think that was making me feel?
I know.
But now, like I said, that I've talked to him, I got closure.
You did.
It is what it is, like, and I'm glad. I hate it happened so late, but I'm glad it happened now because if I don't know, it just made me stronger. Mm-hmm. I feel like anybody can go. Yeah. My mom could. And you set your boundaries. I got boundaries. Mm-hmm. Like I'm numb. Like I can say my daddy doing it. Yeah, I'm good.
Well, I just want to thank you for coming on the Pearl Show today. And there's a lot of women going through that out there with the daddy-daughter issues, and not even older women, younger girls growing up without their father. Yeah. So I want to thank you.
Thank you for having me.
And everybody else, stay tuned. And thank you for tuning into the Pearl Show.